Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to my channel and good morning. It's time for my breakfast, my first meal for the day. I'm going to have a homemade weight gainer shake that I made myself. Here's the shake. I'm going to blend it. And then I'm going to drink I made the shake before I started recording, but here's the shake. Here's the shake, take a look. I added 1.5% fat milk, so it's semi-skimmed milk. It has some fats, but it's not full fat milk, it's not whole fat milk. I also added some oats. I didn't measure the oats. And I also added a few bananas. Again, I didn't measure the bananas, but whatever. Sometimes I'm not in the mood for measuring everything, absolutely everything. It's not going to make a huge difference as long as I enjoy the process and I stick to it. I stay consistent, I'll get very good gains. I'm going to make progress. That's the most important thing when you want to build your muscles. It's about staying consistent. So first meal for the day, my breakfast, a shake. A very fast way to get a lot of calories, a lot of protein. You can also add a scoop of protein powder, but I'm not going to do that right now. Maybe on my next shake. Very high quality calories from high quality carbs, high quality fats, a lot of different vitamins and minerals, high quality protein from the milk. Also some protein from the oats. And the taste is absolutely amazing. I really enjoy it, so it's very easy to drink. I'll probably have a second shake later today to get some more calories, more high quality carbs and proteins to grow. That's something very important that a lot of people don't understand for some reason, and that is that they think that the nutrition is not that important for making gains, and that's a huge mistake in my opinion. Nutrition is something very important if you want to make gains. You're just not going to build your muscles if you first you don't eat enough calories, second you don't consume enough protein, and also the quality of your calories, it matters, so keep that in mind. That's why I focus on whole foods, healthy whole foods. Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes I eat a little bit of sweets, I eat a little bit of junk food, but most of my calories are coming from healthy whole foods like oats, milk, different fruits like bananas, apples, chicken breast, zero fat yogurt, that's also milk, and just a lot of different healthy fruits, vegetables, brown rice, white rice is also very good. So keep that in mind, that's something very important. Nutrition is very important. You're just not going to make gains if you skip the nutrition part. And I'm not saying that the nutrition part is more important than training. Obviously, if you don't lift weights, you're not going to make gains, you're just going to gain fat. And if you don't eat the right way for your goals, if you want to build muscle or you want to lose fat, you're just not going to make any progress. And sleep is also something very important that a lot of people don't really care about for some reason. They think that they have to wake up way too early, they don't need a lot of sleep. That's a big mistake in my opinion. I feel a lot better when I get my full sleep, when I don't have to use an alarm to wake me up. That's when I feel my best. I have a lot of energy to lift weights, my appetite goes up, so that's a very good thing for me. When I get enough sleep, I can eat better. I can eat a lot more calories and I can just bulk up. And I also feel very healthy and very good. So keep that in mind. Nutrition, training and sleep. And also good training program. You need that. So keep that in mind. Everything has to be on point. Obviously, we can have, sometimes we can afford to train with a lot of volume. We have to train with less volumes, but the most important thing is that we stay consistent. And to be honest about the volume thing, I'm not a very big fan of high training volumes all the time. Why? The reason why is because it leads to overuse. Tendon overuse, joints, everything, connective tissue, they need time to recover from your heavy training. When you lift weights, you stress your joints, tendons, connective tissue, muscles obviously, but your muscles, they recover very fast. But keep in mind that your joints, tendons, they need more time to recover from your training, so that's why sometimes you have to go through higher volumes, higher volume phases, and also lower volume phases. So keep that in mind, that's very important, that we don't train with very high volumes every week, every month. We just can't do that if we want to stay injury free. So see you guys and girls in my second meal or my training. Welcome back. It's time for my second meal. Again, I'm going to have a homemade weight gainer shake again with semi-skimmed lactose-free milk. Here's the milk. 1 liter of semi-skimmed milk. The macros are 460 calories, 15 grams of fats, 47 grams of carbs and 32 grams of protein. And that's very high quality protein. Okay, 1 liter of the milk. That's the only thing that I usually measure. And I'm bulking, so I don't really care about, even if I gain some extra weight, it's not going to make such a big difference. But soon, very soon, I'm going to start measuring most of my foods to track my calories. Because tracking your calories, that's something very important in my opinion. Because in the future, knowing, and now Delts, knowing how many calories you need to eat to maintain your weight, that's something very important for your cutting. When you decide to lose body fat, when you decide to lose weight, I'm not going to count the oats, keep in mind, I'm just going to add some. If you don't know your maintenance calories, you won't really know how many calories you have to eat to slowly lose your weight. Slowly lose weight. So that's why I think that tracking your calories is something very important. Now I'm going to add 2 bananas for flavor. Some extra vitamins and minerals, some extra carbs, extra calories. I really like these shakes, so when I like something I'm just going to do it to gain some extra weight. I really want to reach 200 pounds. I'm currently 180 pounds, so that's my starting point, around 180 pounds, and my height is 6 feet. I'm 6 feet tall, so obviously I have to gain a lot more weight to look big. Okay, now let's blend the shake and I'm going to start drinking. Okay, the shake is finally ready. So let's start drinking, but let's be careful. I added a lot of stuff this time and the blender is full. I usually add around 200 grams of oats and probably around 300 grams of bananas, maybe, if the bananas are big enough. So the calories are probably over 1000 calories. So that's a lot of calories and we get a lot of protein. And the most important thing when you're bulking, it's very important to enjoy your food. If you don't like eating food, if you have a hard time gaining weight, enjoying your food is something very important. So make sure that you make your foods taste better, because then you'll be more likely to eat more calories, to consume more food if you enjoy that food, obviously, if you enjoy the taste. And something very important, if you have a hard time gaining weight, then start as soon as you wake up, start consuming calories. Even if you don't feel hungry, just start consuming calories. You can have a shake like me, or you can eat eggs. Just eat something that you enjoy. Anything, it can be anything, just start. Because it's very unlikely that you'll be able to get off your calories in 2 to 3 meals, so you probably have to have a lot more meals, probably 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever, 6 more meals. Because if you don't wait, and if you just start eating when you first wake up, then later that day you're going to start feeling hungry again, and you'll be able to eat more calories, so that's something very important. Welcome back everyone, it's training time now. Today I'm training back, side delts and biceps. And the first exercise I'm going to start with is wide grip upright row, the wide grip upright row exercise for the side delts. So let's start. I'm probably going to do between 5 and 10 sets. And obviously I'm going to be training each muscle group at least twice a week, but I'm probably going to stick to twice a week training only. So keep that in mind. I want to be in that sweet spot for volume. So some days I might do 10 sets for a muscle group, and some days in the same week I might do less, maybe 5 sets, and I will be in that sweet spot for volume. That's 15 sets. So let's start. I'm going to be using 50 kilograms for my first set. Sixteen reps. My training performance is going to improve on my next sets, and it's going to peak, and then it's probably going to go down, obviously, because the muscles are going to be fatigued. Okay, second set of the wide grip upright rows. On my last set I was able to complete 16 reps. Let's see how many reps I can complete on my second set. I hope that my training performance is going to improve on my second set. And like I said, after I finish with my first set, usually my first set is my worst one, and my training performance starts to improve and it reaches a peak, and then it starts to go down. So let's see how I can perform now. Let me fix that first. So I want to finish with my training very fast today. Obviously it's one of these days that I only have a limited amount of time to train, so I'll probably stick to 5 sets for every muscle group only. But on Saturday or Sunday, when I have more time to train, I can do 10 sets or more. 11, 12, 13, whatever. 14, 15. I think that's kind of high, but you get the point. I don't need to get all of my training volume in one day. Is what I'm trying to say. So I'm just going to I'm going to do 5 high quality sets. I'm going to go very close to failure on all of my sets. Okay, actually, I see that I added 55 kilograms, so that was a very good set, but I forgot that I added some extra weight. I'm sorry. And now set number 3. This time I'm going to do less reps. On my second set I actually forgot that I added some weight because I want to do something like supersets. Let me explain. I want to do a set of wide grip upright rows, rest 3 to 4 minutes, maybe even 5, and then do a set of bent over rows for my back. But I actually forgot that I want to do that, so I'm just going to do my wide grip upright rows first. So yeah, I just forgot, but it's not going to make a huge difference. Obviously these supersets are not going to, I still have to rest decent amount of time because the forearms and the biceps, these muscles are always involved in both upright rows and bent over rows. But the upright rows, they obviously work the side delts, and the bent over rows, they work the back muscles. So let's start. I'm probably going to do 10 reps probably. I thought that I was using 50 kilograms on my second set and the weight was very heavy. But I forgot that I added extra weight. Okay, 10 reps. Set number 4 now. Let's see how many reps I can get on this set. Hopefully rep number 10 is going to be easier, because on my previous set it was kind of hard, to be honest. I felt that the bar speed slowed down a lot. It was kind of hard to finish the rep. But at least I'm training very hard. I think that I did 10 or 11 reps, so that's improvement. And now set number 5, and probably my final set for the side delts, and then I'm going to move on to back, training my back. So let's start. Let's make this set count, just like every set, every rep counts, so okay, 10 reps. That's going to be my final set for my side delts. Final set of wide grip upright rows. And now I'm going to move on to my next exercise. I'm going to be doing bent over rows. Keep in mind that I'm going to be pulling from the floor on each rep, so I'm not going to be holding the barbell all the time. And again, I'm going to do 5 sets, probably only 5 sets, but I'm going to take every set very close to failure. Probably going to leave 1 or 2 reps in reserve, and on some sets I might even go to failure. So I'm going to leave 0 reps in reserve. So for shoulders, for side delts, I did 5 sets of around 10 reps. Without my first set, on my first and second set I did 15 reps, I believe. And the weight that I'm using right now, that's 57.5 kilograms, so let's start. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do this exercise. Teach you good form. Okay, let's get ready. I'm going to be pulling to my lower chest, to my chest, and I'm going to be very fast to record the fast twitch muscle fibers that have the most size potential. Reps. Let me tell you more about my new training program. So my new training program is going to be chest and triceps and rear delts on day 1, whatever day in a week, and then back, biceps and side delts on another day. So that's 2 days, and obviously legs on another day again. So 3 training days. I complete of my 3 workouts. So I complete the chest, triceps and rear delts training workout. Then I rest. When I finish with my workout, on the next day I train back, side delts and biceps. And on the next day I train my legs, and I'm going to repeat that. And then on, let's say, Sunday, whatever, if it's Sunday for you, if you want to do the same training program, so on Monday it can be chest, triceps and rear delts, Tuesday can be back, biceps and side delts, and on Wednesday you can train legs, and you repeat that on Thursday, Friday and Saturday, and you take Sunday, you rest on Sunday, complete rest day, no training, maybe some cardio, whatever. So that's going to be my new training program. Why I'm going to tell you on my next set. Let's just finish with my second set. On my next set, before I start the set, third set, I'm going to tell you why my training program looks like that. 12 reps again, a limit set. Set number 10. Now I'm going to talk about, like I said, why I decided to train like this. So the reason why is to just give my tendons and joints, connective tissue, muscles so much time to recover from the heavy training. Obviously, the reason why I decided to train chest with triceps is because when you do the bench press for your chest, the triceps is heavily involved. The front delts are also involved. They get a lot of growth from that, and the elbows, they get stressed when you do the different presses like the bench press. You can even do the overhead press if you want some extra front delt muscle growth, or if you just want to do a different triceps exercise. Obviously, when you're bench pressing or just doing any kind of press, when you push the barbell or the dumbbell, whatever, as you can see, your elbows, they are extending, and one of the functions of the triceps is elbow extension. So as you can see, the elbows are involved, so that's why I'm not going to be training the triceps and the biceps on their own day, like an arm day. So that's why, to give the tendons some extra time off to recover from the heavy training, I'm going to train these muscle groups together. Also the back and the biceps, again when you're pulling, and the side delts. If you're not going to do a bunch of upright rows, obviously when you're doing the upright rows, the forearms and the biceps are involved, so that's why. But if you're not going to do that and you're only going to do a bunch of waddle raises, maybe, I don't really think that's the most optimal way to train, but whatever. I think that we need multi-joint movements like the bench press, the overhead press. The overhead press is for front delts, obviously. It's a great front delt exercise. But again, I can say the same for the chest. If you're not going to do the bench press and you're just going to stick to a bunch of chest flies, do you really think that's the most optimal way to build your chest and your triceps, by just doing a bunch of chest flies? I don't really think so, but that's the point. So that's when I don't have an extra arm day, I'm going to give my elbows, my triceps and the biceps some extra time off from training. So I'm going to give them some extra rest days. So let's start my third set, I believe. Yeah, I think that's my third set. Again, I'm going for 12 reps. When I do 12 reps, that's training to failure. It's limit sets. I'm not going beyond failure, so keep that in mind. Reps again. So I'm trying to get used to training with higher reps, because higher reps are easier to recover from. because when you do higher reps very close to failure, you have to use lighter weights to be able to do the amount of reps that you want to do high reps. And high reps are everything over 10 reps, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, whatever, 17 up to 20 reps, maybe even more, but that's just way too much in my opinion for heavy exercises like rows, the bench press, the squat. I think that's way too many reps, but 15 reps I think that's very good. The 10 to 20 rep range, I believe it's something very good. So this is going to be my set number 4, and on the next set is going to be my last one. So let's train hard as I can. Obviously with good form and full range of motion. If you don't want to do the full range of motion, you're just leaving gains on the table. This is going to be my final set on the bent over rows for back. This is probably my favorite back exercise. It builds all of the back muscles, the rear delts, the rhomboids, traps, the lats, and also it works the forearms and some biceps. But yeah, it's just a great back exercise, works all of the back muscles. So yeah, and a lot of people think that rows are not very good for building the lats. I'm going to disagree with these people. I don't think that pull-ups are great for building the lats, but that doesn't mean that rows are not very good for the lats, because the rows, one of the lats functions is being worked on the row. Just check, go on the internet and see yourself that I'm telling the truth. So let's start set number 5, and then I'm going to move on to training biceps. Again, 12 reps, 11 or 12 reps. And now it's finally time for the fun part. Now I'm going to be training biceps. I'm going to do straight barbell curls with the big 45-pound barbell, the straight barbell. I'm going to do probably 5 sets of maybe up to 20 reps, I don't know, I have no idea. So let's start. I think this is one of the best biceps exercise, because when you have to hold the barbell like that, it makes your biceps work even harder, because of the way that your hands are positioned. Because if we compare the straight barbell to the easy bar curl, on the easy bar it's like a combination between the straight bar and the hammer curl. Your hands are not like this, they're kind of like this. Let me show you. They're not like this like on a hammer curl, and they're not like this on a straight barbell. And on the easy bar it's something like this. Something in between the straight barbell and the hammer curl. So yeah, I think this is one of the best exercises for big biceps that you should be doing in a week or in a month. You don't have to do certain exercise all the time, maybe once or twice a month. So let's start. Okay, the 45-pound barbell, I will be able to do a lot of reps. Obviously good form is very important, so let's start. Okay, actually this is going to be my warm-up set, because I think that I can do a lot of reps, so I'm just going to add some weight. Okay, I added some weight. Instead of the empty barbell, the empty 45-pound barbell, I added 10 kilograms, so I'm going to be lifting 30 kilograms with the same grip. Let's see how many reps I'll be able to get. The high reps are kind of hard, I'll be honest, so it's not that fun, but they're easier on your tendons and joints. But balance is the most important thing, in my opinion. Okay, 13 reps. A good set. Still have to get used to the straight barbell. And now my second set of straight barbell curls. And let me tell you something, I'm a big fan of doing all of different exercises for each muscle group to fully develop these muscle groups. For example, for the biceps, I'm a big fan of doing the straight barbell curl, the easy bar curl, the dumbbell curl, incline curls too, and hammer curls. Just doing a lot of different exercises to fully develop each muscle group. And let me give you another example for the chest. I'm a big fan of doing the wide grip flat bench press, the medium grip flat bench press, and probably the close grip flat bench press too, dips, and chest flies still with dumbbells or cables, whatever. I'm a big fan of cable exercises because of the constant tension that you get with bands and cables that you don't really get with the barbell and the dumbbells. But they're kind of expensive and I don't really have a lot of space in my room, so keep that in mind. But I'm a big fan of the constant tension that they offer. So let's start a set. Okay, that's more than enough. Welcome back for my third meal again a shake. I usually blend oats, milk and bananas together. You can add protein. You can add a scoop of protein powder to get some extra protein, but you know, today this is my third shake, so I already consumed at least 60 grams of high quality protein, so keep that in mind. And the milk is lactose free. It's not lactose free, it has lactase added in, so I'll be able to digest the lactose. So a lot of high quality calories, a lot of high quality carbs, fats. I don't really care about the fats, to be honest. I used to care about that, stay leaner, you know. You eat mostly carbs and protein and you eat very little amount of fats, but for me personally, I just can't do that. I need some extra fats, it helps me. Obviously sometimes I feel very hungry when I don't really consume a lot of fats. For some reason I just feel very hungry and I usually eat a lot of bananas. But yeah, for some reason fats, I don't feel that hungry when I eat some healthier junk food, higher in fat. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about, but now I want to just finish with my shake. So this is going to be my last shake for today. It's too much, but I like it, so I'm just going to have a third shake now. And then I'm probably going to eat some zero fat yogurt to get some extra protein, extra high quality protein, and that's a lot of calories, so I don't have to care about my calories anymore for today. So I'm just going to eat some extra protein, some zero fat yogurt, and yeah, just get some extra protein. It's not going to hurt me, it can only help. But seriously, give this shake a try. It's very delicious. I like it. It's my third shake for today. I'm probably going to get bored from drinking the same shake, so that's something very important, that you can switch your foods. You can just eat a lot of different foods so you don't get bored from the foods, eating the same foods all the time. That's going to help you with gaining weight. And obviously, if you have a hard time gaining weight, that's going to be very helpful, because I really want to gain some weight, high quality weight. Obviously, I want to gain muscle, not a bunch of body fat. So yeah, that's very important. Diet quality matters. Your foods, your if they're very high quality foods, they're going to help with extra muscle growth, recovery. They're going to help you with your recovery, and they're going to improve your training performance. And also they're going to make you healthy, because of all the vitamins and minerals that you get, that you don't get if you eat a bunch of junk food. Because junk food, that's a bunch of empty calories, probably zero fiber, and we need fiber to be healthy. Probably very little protein, and it's not very high quality protein. A lot of fats, and a lot of calories, and just empty calories without any value. So yeah,